So your tank has gotten so much interest because it's just so well done, and I can't do that. I don't know what it is you do. I've tried and I can't do that. How do you do that?
I work according to certain aquascaping rules.
Well, hello. Come right on in. You're at Father Fish. Do you have a vision in your mind first or a plan, or how do you do it?
I work according to certain aquascaping rules.
Oh, really? So I'm a total novice here. I don't know what an aquascaping rule is. My rule for aquascaping is whatever plants I got to stick them in. And if I can organize them a little bit, I try to do that. Give me a basic aquascaping rule. Just one.
Rules of thirds. Aquascape is always built around rules of thirds. The whole aquascape is basically divided in 3 parts, in the length and in height. All the dots in the middle are key points. Through working with the thirds and the 3 parts in the tank, and by moving up or down the key points, you can create a kind of illusion for the eye. Aquascaping is basically about deceiving the eye, making the tank look bigger or deeper than it actually is.
Oh, okay. Okay, well that's helpful.
In those 3 sections, you basically have layers as well.
An aquascape always consists about 3 to 5 layers, and my own is roughly about 4 layers. So that has to do with the size of the plants?
Yes.
So
the size of the decor.
That makes sense, yeah. With these layers, you can create height without the need of a sloped sand substrate. My substrate is flat, and yet my aquascape is beautifully done in height. By using layers, you can create height in the tank by using plants, and they have no need a sloped sand bed or substrate. My tank is the proof of that. You have smaller plants in the bottom and the front, mid-sized plants in the middle, and then tall plants in the back. That seems so logical.
Also, the use of decor, like plants and rocks, that helps a lot too.
Oh, the same idea, huh? In the past, I have tried a few times to aquascape with plants and rock only, or wood and plants only. While looking at my scape, I clearly saw something was lacking. I came to the conclusion that a beautiful aquascape must possess all 3 elements: wood, rock and plants. Without it, it just doesn't look right to me. So you put the largest pieces of hardscape in the back, and then smaller ones?
Well, a large piece of wood goes from the middle section, from the first to the second.
Oh, okay. So you have certain pieces that move through the levels.
The 3 sections I talked about. So section 1, 2 and 3. And a piece of wood comes in a line between 1 and 2. So it's not all the way.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Here,
right.
But a bit here.
Okay, so we're staging then from front to back. So obviously we don't want to have a straight line of little plants in the front, mid-sized plants, straight line all the way across the middle, and then tall ones all the way across in the back. So how do you create interest then? How do you create variety on those 3 levels? There are 3 styles of aquascaping: concave, convex, and triangle. As you can see in the picture,
it's not just straight lines, but played around a bit so that it looks...
There can be curves,
yes,
or lines that go off on a tangent.
I use diagonal lines a lot too.
Okay. You do that with hardscape and with plantings, I guess.
Yes.
You create those lines with a combination of the 2. I've seen some of the nice escapes
or they do it with hardscape. They'll build a hardscape and create lines.
You start with the hardscape first, and then you fill in with the plants.
Consider a leaf size, shape, color, and texture. The smaller the tank is, the smaller the leaf sizes of your plants should be. This helps to strengthen the illusion that you're trying to create. Use various mid-ground and foreground plants for creating an aquascape.
So we're staging, we're doing levels, and then we're breaking it up with lines. We're also doing focus plants. I guess that's basically it, isn't it?
If you are trying to create an aquascape, try to use your favorite plants and make an aquascape around it. I love using epiphyte plants, but I generally pretty short, so I always like to use rock beneath them, visibly or invisibly, to create more height where I need it. I also love using mosses in my tanks, either on wood or to fill in gaps on certain stems or in between plants and in gaps on rocks.
Now, this tank behind me, I'm going to expose it a little so we can talk about it. Maybe you can give me some ideas. I've got part of it. Last night, I started ripping out all my old plants. I decided I'm going to completely rescape my tank. What I had in mind was pulling out all these long ones and putting them back here in one section, kind of in the back. I have not wanted to use stem plants because they got out of control so easily. So I thought about things like anubias and, plants that are not going to grow crazy and just go.
I use those, and in the very back corner, I use them.
Oh, okay. Right. I was going to put a lot of Vallisneria back there.
That's nice, because that cascades over the...
Right, exactly. So it'll kind of canopy.
Water.
How do I hide I've got a sponge filter back there. How would you hide something like that?
I would put it in the corner and then background plants around it.
Oh, okay. So put some plants behind it and then also in front of it.
Yeah.
Huh. I hadn't thought about that. Do you think I should do hardscape in this tank?
Yes, I would absolutely advise something.
Really? Like what?
And I always like to use natural types of woods, of rocks, and always try to use what you have.
Well, yeah, right. Thank you, Titia. This has been delightful. Okay. I'm so glad we had a chance to do this. Well, I appreciate your putting up with all this. Yes. I know it's not been easy for you, but you've been very kind about it, and I sincerely appreciate your efforts. Thank you very, very much. And I will see you over on Discord.
Yes.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.